All right, we should be live. Yep, everything seems to be looking good. So, all right, gonna try to do a little bit of game dev today. Honestly, don't really know what the plan is. If I'm honest, I don't know how to work with a grapple hook anymore. I remember that was the last thing I was working on, and I really don't want to do that anymore. I really don't want to do the boss either, if I'm honest. That's kind of just like, I've been working on it for so long. I want something new. Let's see, what's something new we can work on? Oh, we could implement a dialogue system. I want there to be a little bit of text in the game. You know what? Let's do that. Dialogue, it should be pretty easy. I feel like. Do dialogue. Best. I'm gonna be pretty much all UI anyway, so yeah, save team is there, sure. All right, so we're gonna need a canvas. This will be our UI canvas. Scale screen size 1920 by 1080. All right, that should be good. So, give me 1 second. Forgot to go switch this over to that down a little bit. Alrighty, sorry about that. Now I'm going to use ink. That's why I've used ink before. It's simple, it's easy, it gets the job done. So then we need to go import that into here. So let me import the itch package real quick. Ink integration for Unity, importing. Once this is in, you'll be able to really start working right away. It's compiling right now. Alright, it should be imported into the project, and there is ink. So inside the canvas, let's see. The dialogue is gonna be at the bottom of the screen. Do I want to spin across the whole screen? It's pretty far. It's like kind of measured out my monitor. I mean, that's like maybe pretty wide. Guess for now we'll make it the entire screen. So this is going to be the character character portrait background. So this is going to be anchored to the bottom left. And let's increase the width. It's gonna be the entire screen. Then we need like a decent bit. Let's do 470, sure. And height. Let's take it down a little bit. Be 3675 and 273. Why? Just feels right, honestly. To be honest, I don't really have a. I feel like it's gonna be too big otherwise, height-wise. I don't want it to be a. I want it to be a square. It should really be a square. That's like half the screen though. So that's definitely too much for dialogue. So let's bring it back down. Let's try 276. I think 276 is a reasonable height. Make this black for now. This is going to be the character portrait itself. So this one will make a white, and it just needs to be. Let's put it inside the character portrait background and anchor it to the center. When I shorten the width a little bit, shorten the width and height just a little bit. Yeah, there, it's already in the center, so we're good on that front. Now we need the text background. Let's see, how do I want to do this one? We could do it to the bottom center, but then it's kind of go. I want to stop there, so let's do it bottom. Look at bottom right, and we'll extend it like put it all the way to the border for now. Make the height. So what was it? 276, 246.6. It was 276. That was right. I chose the wrong one. My bad. 276. I'll make this block as well for now. Copy it. This is just going to be text area. This will be the text area background. Well, I guess really no. Nah, I think it's really text area background, different text area. I want to have like a little border design on it. That's gonna be better if it's its own kind of object. So center it, and let's shorten it. I should make it white so it's easy to stand out. Let's shorten it a little bit, and then shorten the height down. Oh wait, this is way off the edge. Hold on a second. Let's put it right about there, I guess. Let's move it a little more to the right. Okay, still a little bit off-centered. Like a pixel to the right. Yeah, that's good. All right. So let's go about this far, and I think about that high is good. So we got ourselves kind of our UI canvas stuff. Let me just, we'll go ahead and push this to master, really. I think we really got all the canvas stuff set up, so we're good on that front. If this ever actually commits, then we'd be really Alright, we're waiting for that. The next thing we're gonna need is a dialogue manager. Okay, what's gonna be the best? Do we want this to be inside each UI canvas, or should it be its own and something that's never really destroyed? What's gonna be the best? Let's weigh the pro and cons. I'm making a singleton. It stays the entire game. I guess to keep track of where the dialogue we are, where it should start. I don't have to like reassign. I pretty much I have just like a list of all the text files. Just like once you've done this, the next one is this file. Dot 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 stuff like that. But then I have to take into account saving and loading. We have to be able to save the last one, which if I just do a whole bunch of bools, or keep a variable of the current, keep track of the current index. Actually, this would be easier if I draw it out. Kind of my ideas. So give me 1 second. Alright. Alrighty. Let's put it in the center of the screen. So, we can do it as a singleton, or we can do it, I guess not a singleton, but inside of, in prefab would be the other way we go do this. Alright, so let's like weigh the pro and cons of each of these. So instantiate once. I get to keep track. Keep track of story. By each file. And there's not really any decisions. There's really not gonna be any way to influence outside. But then it's also gotta have a variable for each file. I have to deal with save and loading. But I guess actually plus I just thought of as well though is that all that's supposed to be an A in one place. So pretty much know where all the files are gonna be. We're in the prefab. I can, so it's like one file per UI. So I know this UI piece. Oh, hold on a second. I just realized I am blocking me. There we go. Yeah, so like one file per UI piece. There we go, per UI piece. Which basically means that I have a way of keeping track of like, you know, this file corresponds to this UI piece here. You know, it's like, oh, I got file 1 is inside of UI 1, and 2 is inside its own one, and 3 is inside its own one as well. Type stuff. Let's see what's on the pros. You don't think another. Well, I guess like I say, I don't have to worry about no. Well, yeah, no, I don't. No save load. I don't have to worry about save and loading with this, as long as I hook it up right. Like, I still have to have some save load in the game anyway, though, like the save track your position and like your boss stuff. But I could have the dialogue all be triggered, like just trigger system. So. Then there will be no save and load for the dialogue. This would be kind of technically easier to keep track of where it is, honestly, than this. Well, I keep track with variables, but I won't say no var per file. I'll make a variable per file. Like each one of these would need like a variable, so I have to have like v1 let you know that, oh, this goes here. This is a v2, that means we pass this one. v3, we're past this one type stuff. I don't have to do any of that. I may still need a variable so it doesn't repeat, but I probably need that anyway. So the cons though would be, I guess it's less customizable, but I would still need a manager anyway, so I would still need manager. So like with this, everything's inside the manager, but this stuff still need a manager. Still need manager. I said all this is gonna be inside of one. It's like one file over here. This is like the manager. It's gonna have like, you know, 1, 2, and 3 already inside of it. So, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's all in one place. Like it's all inside the manager. Here, I still need the manager, but it's not gonna be in one place. I want that to be like having a manager. You got 3 already inside of you? No. This is inside the manager. 3 inside the manager. Yeah, with this, I still have the manager, which we'll call it man. But now I'm having to do stuff with like 1 and 2, having to send them to the manager, do stuff, send it to the manager, do stuff. This is all inside the manager all at once. Yeah, I don't want to say this is gonna be like a little less customizable. I feel like that could be completely. Nah, it's not really less customizable. I guess it's gonna be more cumbersome. Although I guess it's not gonna be the worst thing though. In all honesty, it could be more cumbersome. So maybe doing it in prefabs would be the best way. Even though I have to still send the stuff to a manager. What's this for? It's for a game I'm working on. This is a dialogue system. But man, why is this so small? Oh, I chose the pencil, that's why. This is for dialogue. A dialogue system for a game I'm developing in Unity. Basically trying to figure out to be the best way to do it. Do I just put each individual dialogue file kind of coupled in with the prefab of the UI? Or do I make a singleton that just starts when the player spawns in and just continuously goes through with the player? Each, like, just kind of sits there and follows the player from the beginning to the end. It keeps track of where they are in the story, this type of stuff. Probably would still be doing a variable per file, but just be like, is this complete? Well, there's no way to backtrack actually, so no, I wouldn't need that at all. I might still need one. I guess I could just have a way to skip the dialogue, so wouldn't be too bad. So yeah, I think the prefabs, I can't really think of any other issues that would come with using the prefab way. Yeah, so I think putting inside each prefab is gonna be the best. The one that follows the player help with performance, because the one that shows up are kept in memory. Because all the show jobs are kept in memory. Well, there is no choices for this. This is more just like, this is a static dialogue system. So basically it's like, I guess it's more like cutscene-y than like, oh, choose your own dialogue. So it's pretty much just like, you trigger this little cutscene and you're talking with someone type stuff. So there won't really be any choices. But would it help with memory? All of it would be instantiated at the beginning every single time. So it might help. It might be a little bit more performance heavy when the initial load in, but it would help with transitioning between scenes. So you do have a thing there. This is probably more performant. More performant. But in the end, they're all still gonna beat. Well, but then again, you gotta think this may be more performant on the initially. But once you get further into the game, with this the singleton, you still be loading in each one every single time. So like mainly go in and decouple it, but then not have troubles with how to add it back in later. So this one just be having load in every dialogue file every time, where the prefab one it only load in when it needs to. So I actually don't know if this is actually gonna be more performant or not. This one might be more performant overall. But that is a good consideration, which will be more for. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of dialogue anyway. There shouldn't be too many files, so there's gonna be some. So I don't know. I'm really trying to think. I feel like in prefab maybe like a little harder to customize. Like if I decide to make changes later, harder to customize. Basically, I think this thing is gonna give me a little more freedom. I do what I want with the dialogue each time. But I don't know. I'm still kind of leaning more towards this prefab way. I feel like the prefab way may be better overall than the singleton way. Oh, I'm still gonna need a manager, but this is gonna be kind of. I could decouple with both, but I feel like this is gonna just lead to more decoupling immediately. So it's like this is already decoupled, like straight out the gate. Whereas with the manager, I have to have a singleton that holds everything, and then also have a class, probably on the same game object, that would go in and basically just, if I want to decouple it, and be like, this controls all the dialogue stuff. Like this file holds the dialogue. This one does all the dialogue stuff. Whereas in a prefab, I still can have a singleton, but that singleton's just going to be used for displaying dialogue instead of just going in and holding it all and displaying it. So yeah, I think the prefab way is better. I may be completely wrong, but I'm going to go the prefab route. I feel like. So this is going to be the dialogue holder inside of the dialogue manager. So let's go make another script. Make a new folder. This will be for dialogue. Make a new script. Leave the dialogue folder. Just for this scene, then, or throughout the entire game. It would be throughout the entire game. There's gonna be multiple like little cutscene dialogue moments, but not every scene will have dialogue. So that's the thing about it, is that it's gonna be across the entire game. There will be multiple things of dialogue, but not every scene will have dialogue. The singleton would go through, but like I said, the singleton wouldn't actually hold very much information at all. So, and with this, I don't have to add it to the save load system. With this way, basically, as long as I keep track of which scene the player's in, and basically which scene to start at, that's all I really need. But with the singleton, I have to also keep track of, you know, which stories have already been told, which story am I on. So it's a little bit more complex, but it really won't be too much work to go implement that. So. So, once this finishes compiling, preparing solution. Alright. So I think we need a ink. Oh my god, I got using ink. I believe that's how I. It's been a hot minute, so I kind of don't remember. I need a ink text asset? Yeah, the thing that you kind of have to refer backwards instead of knowing what chunk has already been used. Exactly, yeah. It's like, would it be too bad for what I'm doing? No. Like I said, this is a very, very rudimentary dialogue. It's really just like, you go, like you enter a zone, have a little conversation with someone, you progress onwards. That's pretty much it. It's if I was doing like branching dialogue, all that stuff, probably would want a singleton, because then I'm only there to keep track of a lot of stuff at once. Like, it's not just gonna be like, I can't just be like, yeah, I just gotta play these in a certain order. It's like, well, I gotta play them in a certain order, but if they did this instead of this, and I need to play this one instead of that one type stuff, so. And then prefab is also easier to add new things because you'll have to add to each chunk. That is, I do agree, yeah, but it's kind of like, yeah, that's pretty true, yeah. Prefab would be easier to add to each chunk. So, like, if I want to change some stuff around, like, if I'm like, well, I'm like, well, I don't want this here. Well, even though with a singleton, if I just keep it all on a list, which is what I'd probably go do. Is it just a text asset I need? But, yeah, that's like, it's easier to add new things. But if I wanted to be more creative with the code, I feel like I'd prefer a singleton. Like, if I was gonna make more edits to the code and do like more to the text itself, I'd probably want a singleton instead of using prefabs. But even then, actually, I don't know about it either. I think prefab is the best for what I want. There's definitely a situation for singleton, but for the simple thing I need, prefab is gonna be the best for pretty much everything I need. Let me see, I need to figure out, is this the ink? Yes, it is ink. Or sorry, it is a text asset. So this is just gonna have a, make it public really. I'm not gonna be assigning anything to it, so. Public text asset, text alignment, text asset. This will be the ink JSON file for this holder. And the only other thing I'm really gonna need, so I'm gonna make a file for it real quick, is I'm just gonna need a dialogue manager singleton. I am still gonna have a singleton. Don't get me wrong. There's still gonna be a singleton. Well, it doesn't really need to be a singleton, I suppose. Well, let me think for a second. I don't have to make a singleton. I can just add this onto the same game object the dialogue holder is on. Because the dialogue manager is not really a manager for all the dialogue. It's pretty much just gonna be like taking the text and displaying it on the screen. That's pretty much the main. They just kind of decouple it from the dialogue. The dialogue holder just deals with holding the dialogue. And the dialogue manager actually goes in and does stuff with it. Really, it could be one file. Would it be better as one file? Might be better. As you said, it's rudimentary, so you shouldn't run into issues from complex paths getting in the way of each other. Exactly, yeah. No complex paths, no decisions, like no dialogue decisions. I thought this is a very straightforward game. There's no like branching paths, nothing like that. So I'm trying to think, should I keep it as one file? Because like kind of the idea was, oh, I'm gonna have a dialogue holder that just holds the file and stuff, and anything else I need, and then a dialogue manager which actually goes in and displays it on the text and stuff like that. But would it be better for like more performance? Because I was thinking, I don't know a lot about making a game performance-wise, and like optimizing it real good. That's the field I need to learn more about. Would it be better to just keep it all in one file? Oh, it could kind of mess. Yeah, it shouldn't really get too messy though. I think for now it's gonna be one file, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I don't think I need a dialogue manager actually. I think a dialogue. This is all we really need. And then we'll get a reference to the not dialogue manager. It's gonna be a TMP underscore text. This is gonna be the dialogue text. Then we're also gonna need so we have. No, let's be smart. It's gonna be a serialized field. Serialized field. We'll keep private just because that if something messes with it, there could be problems. We're also gonna need a serialized field thing too. You don't want to dig through one file, find a specific place you have to edit, or have multiple files. You can have better oversight. If you have a ton of lines, it can be hard. Keeping it navigable. Yeah, that's the thing. But like, the dialogue holder would be like, well, no, you're right. Keep it. Blah, blah, blah. Keep it navigable. There we go. Yes. So this file's just gonna hold everything for it. So this one's also gonna let's see, that's how I do it. We're gonna require component type of dialogue manager. So we always make sure this wherever this is attached, you have the dialogue manager because we need that. Yeah, I guess, well, technically kind of be the other way around. Every dialogue manager needs a dialogue holder. Does it really matter? I don't think I don't know if it really matters too much. But I think technically the correct way to do it would be dialogue holder. Every manager requires a holder. Not really the other way around. This is gonna hold the JSON. This is going to also hold the sprite for the character who is speaking. So let's call it speaker sprite. It's gonna be easy. It's speaker sprite. We don't need this here. We'll keep that inside the manager. That's pretty much all this file is gonna be, though. It's just pretty much a holder for any variables and stuff that the dialogue manager needs. So we don't need this anymore, and I'll just make a quick comment. So this is gonna be a file that holds all the pieces. Dialogue that holds the ink JSON file and the sprite of the current speaker for the dialogue manager. That's the whole point of this file. This file just holds what we need for the dialogue manager, like variable wise. So it should also hold the dialogue text, just to give it another use. No, it's not, because the manager's gonna be referencing back to it a lot. I don't want to have a lot of references back, because they'll be like, oh, dialogue holder dot. Yeah, no, the manager's gonna be doing a lot of stuff because I think I want to have a little textural effect. So that's just gonna be easier if this class has a TMP text, and this is just gonna hold the dialogue text. Let's go clean this up for a second, actually. So don't have any of that. I only need Unity Engine here, so let's use that. Keep this file nice and clean. Here is where I'm going to need the using ink. It's already using TMP Pro, so we're good there. So I have another script open at the moment. This is one I've actually done ink stuff in before. So I just need to go and find. See, and this is where I made the mistake of putting everything into one file. And you know, I'll show this file for I'll show this file for 1 second. This is why I'm kind of trying to be more proactive about what I actually go do and stuff. Because with this one, this is all ink stuff, right? And you can see I have so many variables for all different stuff. And this file is, you know, just short or just around 1900. So I've learned my lesson, I think, when it comes to running very long files. I'm trying to do better about it. Because ideally, this would be split up into kind of multiple different scripts. But yeah, this one is not very navigable. The thing is also, most of it is just a switch statement as well. Like, cause if I head up to the top of this switch statement, or the top of this function, like, almost 1,000 lines of it is just one switch statement. So, it's out of a loop as well. So yeah, I'm trying to be better about writing shorter files. But I came into here because I don't remember exactly. That's the global JSON. It's not going to need that at all for this because I don't need any variable stuff. Don't need a variable manager. Current speaker. Where's the current store? Okay, here it is. This is what I need. I'm going to need this to throw into this file over here. Should it be public? I just doing this. Do I need runtime, or can I just do story? Runtime.story? No, it doesn't need to be ink.runtime.story. Let's try to keep it private for now. Ink story variable. We're also going to need a method for dialogue start. I misspelled dialogue. I feel like I've misspelled dialogue. It's supposed to be you? No. That looks better than me. I'm gonna leave it at that for now. I don't know if I misspelled dialogue or not, honestly. It might be fine. Dialogue. No, I definitely misspelled it. It is UE. There we go. Dialogue start. And we're gonna need to pass in. Well, no, we don't need to pass in actually. We can go and get a reference to the private text asset. No, actually, no. We see the current story. So I think we can get one-time get and have a text asset. Current story is equal to get component dialogue holder, and we're going to need to go into here and make a getter for this. So let's see if I remember how to do this. Public text asset out. What's that? Out JSON? Yes, my favorite. Ink JSON. Yeah, so you at least want to get the ink JSON file. Same. We also want one for this as well. So public sprite, speaker sprite, get return that as well. So now if we come here, we should be able to do dot ink JSON to get the JSON. So already a reference. This is the text field where dialogue will be displayed. This will be the image field where sprite will be displayed. We'll make this a serialized private image. So we need to bring UI into this. This will be the what's the best way to call it? Sprite location. character sprite. Just more specific. And let's see, while we're here, just do a little bit of checking. So if the sprite location does not equal null, if it's not null, then we're going to go and sprite location dot. Yeah, I guess actually before we go do that. Image, no, sorry, sprite character image is also equal to. So I think the most best way to do this is to make a dialog holder, then get the holder.json, the ink JSON, and the holder.speaker sprite. Not sprite is equal to character image. So therefore, that should go. Keep that. Else, we'll debug.log warning. No sprite location assigned. So no, forget to assign something. So let's see. Otherwise, we're gonna make a new story. Current story is equal to new story. What kind of game will this be? Just text-based adventure dating sim? Well, this is a metroidvania. So you know, I guess I should actually why hold it? What I can. Okay, using ink.runtime instead of just ink. If I can just do story. So I'll show off what I have for the game so far. It's not really a whole lot. This is a game jam game that I want to take further. But my partner is kind of not so into it. I don't know if actually we can really continue this too much because we're kind of trying to come up with another game we can work on together. So this is something I want to kind of develop over time. So we're going to use the holder.inkjson. Or sorry, we're going to use current story, not the holder.json. So why is this convert ink runtime.story to ink runtime.container? Ah, I see. So this gotta be dot current text. But that should just be dot text. Hold on. This is a text asset. So why can't I go and do dot? Why is it not dot text? Oh, because that's the wrong current story. I didn't realize I named them the same thing. Also, I misspelled current story. Hold on a second. Let's say ourselves the thing. We're gonna rename this to story JSON. 99 bugs in the code. 99 bugs in the code. Take one that patch around 127 bugs in the code. Yes, but this time it was just I was not naming stuff correctly. It's to be story JSON.text. And while I'm here, I realized I misspelled story. So let's go fix that. Oh, that's how they spell it here. Why do they spell it like that? Yeah, wait, is story with one R? Oh, story has 2 R's, right? Maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping. Okay, yes, I guess I should actually show off the game, so let's go back into here with my... So this is just the story's 1R, dude. I thought it had 2. I don't know why I thought it had 2. It just looked weird to me. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why I thought that. But so let's see. Let's go to the main menu. This game's called Koi Night. It's up in my itch. You can play this build currently there. There are some test scenes as well. That stuff's kind of broken though, but it's kind of more for testing. Sorry has 2. English is just weird. Oh, sorry has 2. English is just weird. That's probably what I was thinking. I was probably getting sorry in story. English is weird, unfortunately. But yeah, one second. I don't think the game audio is coming through, so I think they should fix that. They're just too low. Hold on a second. Why is the game audio not coming through? Oh. Alright, I don't know if we're able to get game audio, unfortunately, because OBS does not want to work with me, but... Ooh, pixel art. Yes, so this was done as a part of the, I think it's 2022 Toy Box Game Jam. So basically, all this pixel art was given to us, and it was make a game from this pixel art. So it's just a pretty short, like, little platforming game. If you run, you can jump. You're supposed to avoid spikes. If you get hit by a spike, you respawn. You jump. These are little checkpoints you can go collect along the way. Or just climb to the top. So my friend is the one who actually kind of developed this platforming section. I did the boss fight, so we got a bunch of platforms. And I will say, the state we turned in at was a lot worse than this. We came back and we fixed a lot of this afterwards. Because like the movement used to be really slippery. It was only one jump height before there was multiple. These platforms you can kind of get stuck on a lot. But you pretty much just go through here. We had a little dash, so I can dash through. We got a little UI to tell you kind of when it's recharge. You're invincible when you dash. And then you have coins. This is kind of like I had the idea for this, and I was just like, you know what? Why don't we make a game where instead of, coins are normally like you pick them up, it's for like it's a little collection thing. What if we make it with actually weapons? So you pick up a max of 3 coins, and you can go throw it at enemies, and if you don't miss, you can destroy them. So the first is like a little platform where you come up here, get more coins, and destroy enemies. You can stockpile them. That's a fun idea. Thank you. I was like, no, that bat was fast. Yeah, this bat AI was also made by my friend. It's supposed to be pretty random, but dash through that. And then we all at the top, and this is where the boss is. I made this cutscene by hand, just so you know. Like, I used I don't think I even used Do Tween at first. I just like have the character move this far to the right. Maybe I did use Do Tween. I don't remember if you used Do Tween or not. I might have, but this is like all done in. This is an in-code cutscene, so. Just have a little boss battle, so. And my idea was literally just have you go up and around the arena to go collect coins. And it kind of can be cheesed. Oh crap! I'm not gonna go with that. Whoa, whoa. It seems like I found a bug. I can't fall through the platforms. Whoa. Then every 3 hits is another phase. Oh crap! This phase is fire bars. Just if you make them bounce off the walls, you can do trick shots and even jump off of them. They do. The coins do bounce off the walls. Give me 1 second. I'll show you on the way back. They do bounce off the walls. They just. Oh, they don't. Never mind. I was wrong. They should bounce off the walls, though. You are right. That should be a kind of simple. Well, I say simple. Nothing is simple in game dev, so. I can't go. Okay. So there's a bug right now. I'm seeing. You can't go down to these platforms for some reason, and I don't know why. This is making the boss fight a little bit harder than it should be. Yeah. Well, but yeah, I made the boss fight all myself. This is basically what I did for my contribution for the game jam. So it's got 3 different phases. First phase is just homing attacks. The second phase is this like 4-way spinning thing. You have to go dodge. Whoa. And I'm making it look easy, but people didn't have trouble with the boss battle. And also, especially after we added in the dash as well. Did they get by that? Okay. Hitboxes are a little less forgiving, so. And the third phase incorporates the first homing attack and also this giant attack that kind of tries to predict where you're going to go. But it's kind of a little bit too far, I feel like. And it maybe doesn't come down as fast. Yeah, it goes a little too far sometimes. Love how all the fireballs face the same way. Game jam time is visible. Yeah. Well, I mean, the fireballs, you know, they face towards the player, you know? I'm just rotating it around. But yeah, this is very much more a game jam, so. Yeah. They basically, I'm moving, I think I'm moving the fireball forward, and I'm just basically making it always turn and look at the player. So, oh, in the fireball stage. Oh, in the fireball, yeah. Yeah, you can definitely, you can tell it is a game jam. I haven't gone back and polished it, but because really I want to get whole new art. Because technically I don't know if I can really continue to use this art since it was given to us from a game jam, but I want to take the game idea. But I do have a couple other like test scenes, because this is one of the new abilities I'm adding in, which is a grapple hook. Got to swing around. This is a moving grapple hook. Kind of swing across different platforms and stuff with it. This being a bitch to code though, but I think I got it in a decently working state, so. It's all based on like, right-clicking with the mouse and stuff. I think the build on itch.io is a much more worse and kind of less. Does that look smooth? Thank you. I found a tutorial online teaching me how to do it, so I'll do most of it. Most of the stuff I have to do myself, but getting the actual grapple setup itself and actually shooting out to where the mouse is clicking, that was all tutorial based. So, but yeah, you're kind of a little floaty when you jump, and so it kind of works well when you're kind of grappling across gaps and stuff like that. But I made this because I also want to add in later stuff, but also to go with the next boss battle, or one of the next boss battles, which is a mage. And like I said, I'm not a good artist, so there's a lot of kind of janky stuff, or a lot of just primitives right now. But this is the second boss, or not the second, maybe not second boss, but a later boss. So this one's, I just had the idea that I want this next boss, I want kind of each boss to be like centered around something. So obviously the skull is based on like fire. Art is hard. I love making pixel art now and then, but I'm no good at it. I made the hook. The hook I made myself. But aside from that, I've tried. I'm not the best pixel. I can make some decent stuff, depending on what you need. If it's like realistic and detailed, no, I cannot do that. But like simple stuff, I think I can make some decent stuff now that I have to. But I wanted each boss to be like kind of stylized. So obviously the skull is kind of based on this kind of fire and stuff. And for this guy, I was like, I just want to make it's still gonna be bounciness. That's gonna be it, just bounciness. So you kind of see a pattern, but for this kind of like you gotta avoid a whole bunch of bouncy balls as you're picking up coins and hitting him. I missed that coin, and I think there's an error. I don't remember. It's still in a lot of polishing phase. There may be a bug if I go and kill him before he finishes it, and he might find another way, but I just gotta finish dodging these balls and disappear. Okay, yeah, but that doesn't get less far enough. This is a second. Oh, okay, yeah, it's a little buggy. It's not finished, but so I think as long as I kill him when he's finished with it, then it shouldn't bug out. So once he stops, I hit him. Okay, I hit. Yeah, okay, yeah, see, that goes out a lot faster. So then the second phase, there'll be some animation playing here of him like casting a spell. Second phase, he makes the player bouncy. So you're continuously bouncing over these, which would be like fire rollers, or they'd be like some rolling thing that just kind of rolls on the screen. You gotta eventually bounce between them to get to the coins to go attack them. Oh, I missed that coin. The coins also despawn after a little bit of time on the ground. Okay. That's done. This phase, I'm actually might want to make this basically end instantly instead of making it one at a time. That probably something I'll do in the future for polish. Then we got the third phase, which is definitely the most difficult phase. You got these balls that come here, and basically you have to keep grappling back and forth between these, picking up coins and shooting them at the boss to kill him. I'm making it look easy, but I've had a lot of experience doing this, so that's kind of my thing. Is there's a lot more balancing and polishing and bug fixing that needs to be done for this. And honestly, I might have to go rewrite most of the boss code, is I tried doing a something different using a command sequence, and now I don't, or command pattern. I don't really remember a lot of how it works now, and I don't know if I can do it all again. I think it's kind of hacky as well still. But then first right now you kill the boss, and then you're kind of just left here. Think about what you've done. But yeah, that's pretty much. Well, I guess also this is I started on this boss. Oh, I forget. I was trying to do a little dialogue stuff here. I was kind of making some stuff, but it's definitely not the best looking art. So this is another boss idea I kind of came up with and I'm toying around with. I want to turn this into the final boss though, so I'm not really working on it now. Fun concept so far. I want to turn this into the final boss, which is gonna be like an angel. I was going to do this as a second boss. I was like, no, this video is a final boss, so I don't remember. I'm below the map. I don't know. I don't remember what has happened. It has been a. Oh, I spawned below the map. Okay, it's been a long time since I worked on this boss. I don't even remember how all this is gonna work. Honestly, I don't know if there's different phases yet, or if I'll just try and stuff. But okay, yeah, I think it's just gonna start on the wave attack. So I have like 2 of the attacks kind of done for this so far. So it's kind of like a wave attack where they drop a sword and then there's like different patterns of waves you have to go and dodge. Well, and then there'd be some time between to go do some stuff, and then another one would drop. It's a little bit of my UI work. I made the little sword icon, a little animation for it. So I don't remember. I don't remember how many different combinations I made so far. I think it's like only like 3 or something combinations. What style do I go for? Why an angel? It's just kind of like for the story. So to kind of give a basic rundown of the general story, or it's kind of so basically, you get sent as a knight to this go clear out this big tower. Like, it's this tower that's been being built. There's more monsters that keep like going to it and starting to branch out to like surrounding villages, which is where you are. So you get sent to basically clear out the tower. And you make it all to the top. You find out that the tower is being built by a fallen angel who's trying to build their way, Castlevania type deal. I actually haven't played, so I don't entirely know, but that sounds about right. But it's basically the tower is being built by this fallen angel who's trying to force her way back into heaven. It's kind of the idea with that. I just kind of thought it'd be cool to have like this be like a 2-phase, like like a 2-phase boss. So you do like these 3, and then you gotta fight like her awakened angelic form type stuff. I mostly because I thought it'd be cool as well. Like, I feel like an angel should be a final boss in my opinion. Like I just kind of was like, I want to have like a character who, because let me go look. Let's go into the code real quick. But let's see, this is the angel boss. I need to make sure. I'm trying to think. Testing attacks. Okay, dashing is true. Yeah, so I came up with 2 attacks. This dash attack is the first one I came up with. Ooh, hear me out. If you're gonna redo all the art, have the tower start as hell and become more heavenly as you climb the tower. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You're right. That would be pretty cool. Have it start out more hellish and then become more, or at least maybe not start out as hellish, but I see what you mean. Basically, like more heavenly art and stuff the higher up you go. But yeah, I would like to redo all the art, or at least I'll redo all the art. But I don't have the art skills for that, so I need an artist for that. But it's just like, so that's kind of just like I guess that's kind of like the main. I don't know. The story for the game is kind of like pretty simple, so I don't have. The closer to Angel got to heaven, the more it shows. Exactly, yeah. I don't really have a reason for why she got kicked out of heaven. That's kind of like, so I wanted to have her be battle damage. As you see, but she's basically in the game. When I have an actual art asset, okay, it's gonna be missing part of her wing and missing one of her arms. So this kind of like the idea is she got into like a fight when she got kicked out of heaven. Like she basically lost the fight and was sent down out of heaven into I guess Earth, maybe hell. Earth makes more sense, I guess. Well, actually, technically, it could be like from hell, and then have you go into the tower, get knocked down into hell, and then you gotta make your way back up basically make your way up through hell, in through earth, in the angel. That's gonna be a lot of. I don't know how many bosses I want to do, because the idea is kind of like every floor, except to be every floor. Every couple of floors there'd be a boss. So the first boss would be the skull. The bouncy mage with the grapples, that'd be more midway point, I suppose. I don't want you. You're not getting the grapple right away. The grapple's gonna be kind of a more later through the game power up type stuff. I gotta think of more. I kind of want like at least one other kind of power. I was kind of thinking like having you be able to throw the coins and make your own platform with the coins. Kind of an idea I had with that. So it's kind of similar to what you're talking about, where like bouncing it off and like jump off them type stuff, but more you place down one, you kind of stand on it type stuff. But that's just an idea. I need more. I'm still pretty much in the idea phase, but I think it should be on the second attack for this though, which is the dashing attack. So if I stay around here, oh maybe not. Oh yeah. Oh, hold on a second. Something I don't remember how to set this up correctly. It has been a hot minute. Dashing equals true. True. If wave attack should float, start dashing. Do I have it inside of here when I turned on? No, I don't have it turned on there. Dashing. Oh, maybe not dashing. I do want dashing actually. Fly away. I don't. It's been like so long since I've done this. I don't entirely remember how to set up second attack. This is for destroying stuff. So let me just play. We'll go here and watch. So dashing's on. Wave attack's not on. But I don't want the angel to be doing the wave attack. So why is he doing the wave attack? Let me see. So let's go through this old code and see how bad it was coded as well. So attacks, I'm making a new list of attacks. I got wave attack, dash attack. You're playing with the collectibles. What if you take typical game collectibles as powers? Coins are projectiles. Your hearts can be thrown up as a shield, maybe. Or grapple hook could be made off literal video game score points. That's not a bad idea. I kind of wanted the game to be a little bit more serious though, because so basically kind of give you a general idea of the entire story. It's not very story heavy, but it's kind of the general story is that the reason you're going to the tower in the first place as a knight is because you basically provide your service to the king. In return, that we can get whatever you want. The king is literally saying he will do whatever you want, spend all the money he has, whatever you want if you go clear out the tower for him. That's also part of the reason why you don't care about the coins, using them as weapons, is because your guy, he doesn't care about them. He's not as focused. But the idea is you were just a normal peasant, live with your wife and kid, but your wife and kid become very, very sick, and it's you only have a limited amount of time for them, and you want to be able to give them the life that you think they deserve, which is basically everything. So that's why you go set off on this quest to basically go and so you can go provide them a better life for the last couple days. It's kind of the general idea. So that kind of leads into like, oh, your guy uses coins as weapons because he's not collecting them. He doesn't have a use for them. He's not he's gonna go back home, start his own new life. No, his only thing is he wants to go and make as best of a life as possible for his wife and kid before they pass away. Still a little rough around the edges type stuff. That's just like kind of the general idea I had for the story. So, but that wouldn't be bad though. Using your heart's projectile can definitely be done. I do like that. I'm gonna write some stuff down. Okay, then you can still play with it just being flavor then as an universe. Hearts being published, for example. Yeah, and actually I had a different idea for the grapple hook. The grapple hook's gonna be a mace. Because I want there to be two kind of NPCs that you meet along the way and they join you. And one of them's a fellow knight who is on his way through the tower. And his whole thing is he uses like a mace attack. And he also give you a power that basically like restores all your health before a boss battle. That's like a power you get from him. Because he's like it's like religious type stuff. He's like a cleric, I guess is the way to say it. But basically, it comes to the point where he would give you his mace, or he'd give you one of his maces, and you'd use that as a grapple hook. So that was the idea. The grapple was gonna be like a mace you throw out, and you wrap around stuff and you swing with it, do stuff like that. But yeah, hearts speak health potions. Yeah, that can definitely be done. So a little more stuff down. Power goes from hellish to angelic. The higher the player climbs. Use more video game collectibles as powers. Be like health, like using your health or health potions as like a shield. That is, I kind of do want to make it like some sort of shield type stuff. Technically, you have the dash, which I don't even know if I'm gonna give the dash right away either. That may be pre-ports into kind of like a shield type thing. Well, yeah, I do like that. You that idea you have though. That's pretty good, I think. Let's see if I still just gotta figure out why this is not working. This script. Okay, then this script should control all the attack stuff. This is for dashing. Last path, player direction, rotation. Oh, hold on a second. I may have to step away for a second because my work is messaging me. I forgot the clock out. My bad. Oh yeah, I realized why he's texting me now. Okay, sorry about this. I just forgot the clock out. Trying to sneak this over time. I mean, you know, if they didn't catch on. No. Time did you leave today? I will fix it. I left at 5 is. Hold on. Just left you a V-mail. Give me one second. I'm sorry about this. Gotta fix this. 5 is when I start working. Sorry, they didn't answer. So I would say I'm currently doing stuff with friends. So. Also, I also didn't know who it was. I don't have his number, so. Okay, so now we're back. Sorry about that. So I said, I'm trying to figure out why this is using the wave attack. Oh, here it is. Aha, I found it. You make that wave attack dropping a treasure chest, jumping on a dime with the sharp point down. I kind of like the idea of her throwing down her sword. That was the idea I was going for that, but I can definitely think about that. I mean, I thought that was one for the night level. Oh, yeah, no, that's for the angel. Okay, but I figured out where this is being. The current text at the wave attack here. But yeah, that's for the angel with throw down. That's be one of her attacks. Then this is a very rough prototype. What I'm showing right now. Wrong one. Okay, why did I do that? Did I forget to save something? Hold on. Did I forget to save it? No, it's saved. Oh, wait. I think I choose the next attack. So okay, so I think with that gone, it should be fixed probably. What's up, dude? What's up? What's up, line? So, oh, 1 second, something is broken. I'm breaking it. I get that. I just like those up at the wall. You know, this will keep sticking till later. Yeah, that's pretty much the stage I'm in right now. Yeah, the Lion is actually this is the guy I worked on this game with for the game jam. So he did like the first platforming section, all that stuff. So he's basically the co-creator. So why is okay, I've broken something just trying to get this to work so I can show off my first attack I made for it. So it's 241. Okay, so we'll just do current attack equals dash attack. I think we have technically 4 of these projects together. Game files at least. Let's see. There's well, if released you mean published on itch, then Coin Knight, GM, Get Me Out, Chiba, and I guess yeah, and then the Concrete Floorwork Simulator. So yeah, we have at least 4 together. So made dinner, eating at the computer, watching class, I'm reading physics book, and chilling. Nothing like reading physics on Monday afternoon. I think this should maybe fix it. My formulator is elite. Very elite. So I think I get rid of this. I don't need this anymore. It's the most elite game we've ever made. So it's probably actually one of the most polished games we've ever made as well, if you want to call it a game. So like I don't think there's really any bugs in it. I think we fixed like every bug stuff like that. Okay, so please work. Okay, yeah. So this is the dash attack. Oh no, it's okay. Well, that's still there, but that won't matter. Oh crap. So with the dash attack, you go up here, and then the ground below disappears, and the angel basically takes aim at you, and then dashes towards you really fast. It's kind of the idea of the stack. Caribbean Splash Mountain Dew is the best that I've ever had. I don't think I've had that flavor of Mountain Dew yet. Okay, and dodge. Yeah, it's kind of easy to dodge right now because the wings don't hit you. But also, I can't make it too difficult to dodge, or else it'd be kind of impossible. Okay, I guess never mind. It doesn't damage you at all right now. Actually, never mind. I think I already picked up the damage for it, so. But yeah, that's kind of the idea of this attack. So. That's all I have for this boss so far. I started working on this boss like right after. Looks will it apply knockback on the player? No. Because I think it'll knock you off. If you get knocked off, then you're off the map. So see, we don't damage it, but just survive this phase. Yes, that is true. This phase is all about just surviving. Introduce Intimidate. It's not very effective. Yeah. I just don't have the damage hooked up for this phase, yes, but I figured that the angel would be like pretty much all about just surviving the attacks and then doing damage. So that's like all of our attacks to be like. Even if we go back, because you weren't here when I was showing it off earlier. I showed it off at some point, but I don't entirely remember if you were actually. I think I showed it to you at some point. So if we go to here in the code, so let me switch over that. Angel, you splashed, nothing happened. Yeah, this attack actually does damage you. This is like the wave. This is our other attack I made for her first phase. So, like I said, this is what I started working on immediately after the game jam finished. This is like very old stuff that needs a lot more work, and I kind of stopped working on it. But so this is she drops a sword that you have to dodge the waves it creates, and there's different patterns of waves that can come out. I think there's like 3 different patterns based on her health. They just assume it's gender. No, because I know it's a her, so, because I created her, so. But yeah, so I think there's 3 different patterns right now, and I guess because the idea would be that the angel chooses between 3 different attacks at like kind of random. So that's why I have this choose next attack function, I believe. Because it'd be like that. Each attack's kind of random. So, oh, 1 second, sorry. Yeah. So that's why it'd be like it chooses one of the attacks, does that attack, you fight it, and then you damage it. It's kind of the idea for the angel fight. So it's kind of set apart from other bosses, which are normally about dodging and picking up coins, stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have made for the game so far. It's pretty much just a collection of ideas at the moment. Well, ideas. The mage boss is like pretty much programmatically done. There will be some stuff for animations that you hook up when I eventually get some, hopefully. But programmatically, it's really just bug fixing and polish for the mage fight at this point, and also polishing and bug fixing the grapple hook. But let's go. Now it's back to the new stuff. Dialogue systems, the really important stuff, the most riveting part of game dev. Okay, so we have this, which is going to start the dialogue. Should I make another script? You should advertise that you are looking for an artist to join the team. Maybe someone will just happen to see it. That's fair, but I don't want to do that just because I'm not going to be able to really... This is going to be like a very side project at the moment. Because we're talking about we're talking about the 2 of us actually working on like a game together, stuff like that. Reaching out on various services, but no luck so far. That sucks. It would be nice to get an artist, but I guess that could get one. If you want to work, maybe not for this game specifically, but for other stuff. Because now we're talking about that turn-based game we want to make, and that would take precedence over this, because this is kind of like this would be this is kind of be a much bigger project than what it is right now. But yeah, so I kind of just don't really want to do that just yet, because I'm not really working on this. I feel like I'm not going to be working on it enough to warrant getting an artist yet. It's not far enough along, I feel like, where it's like I want to get someone else involved and working full time on like art and stuff like that for it. So we still excited for Silksong releases. You know, that should be my goal. Release the game before Silksong, whenever that's coming out. So, but yeah, I just don't think I'll be putting a lot of time into this soon. Because like I gotta start working on another job, and I got my whole other side of YouTube where I do gaming stuff. Oh, you got ages then? Yeah, I got like at least 10 years at this point, I think. So it's like I got my other YouTube stuff where I'm editing all the gaming videos, doing stuff like that. I'm only doing game dev like once a week, really. And I got my job stuff I'm working on. The rest of that's pretty much just either editing or playing games, or job hunting. That's also in there. It's just like I don't think I'd be able to put enough time to make enough progress to warrant bringing an artist on. Like maybe if I keep working at the pace I'm working on, getting a new job here, it's still there. For now, no new job yet. I kind of was hoping that call I didn't pick up was gonna be a recruiter getting back to me, but no, it was just the payroll guy because I forgot to clock out. So. Because I did apply to multiple jobs recently. I was like, oh, this could be them reaching out to me. No, I just forgot to clock out. So kind of sad, but so I guess I'm trying to think. We should have a variable in here that's for private bool dialogue is playing equals false, and then this will get set to true here, and then this will do a whole bunch of other stuff. We need to like disable the player movement, all that stuff. But we can handle that later. For now, it's just like set up the true, so we know the dialogue is actually working. I'll make it. Is there a way just to make it show up in Inspector? I recently rediscovered a fantastic advanced Unity dev channel. Ooh. What's their name? I may look into them because I either need to get more advanced at Unity or learn Unreal Engine at this point. So I need to either learn more about Unity, actually make games in Unity, or switch over and focus more on Unreal Engine and learn that. That's kind of the crossroads I'm at right now, I feel like, with game dev. It's like, do I want to keep doing indie stuff? Do I want to try to actually break into the industry and learn Unreal C++? Get Amend is the channel. Yeah, me too. I don't know, I feel like I would much prefer working on indie stuff. I was kind of like more like working on indie stuff more on the side, but still like trying to put a decent amount of hours in per week, you know. Then you get like an actual programming job that pays a little better and is a little less stress inducing. Just, you know, might be a little better for my mental health. Gonna maybe root for an actual commercial indie release. Your MIT license. Maybe. I've never used it before, but I don't think it'd be too hard to hopefully get started working on, so. Then, so we're setting the character sprite. We need to set everything active, so we're really going to need a reference to a game object. This will be the dialogue canvas. Canvas all dialogue UI is housed on. Wrong spot, put it there. And then we need to set the dialogue canvas dot set active true. And for now, let's do testing, and we'll call dialogue start. Hello, welcome, Hunky. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we'll just call dialogue start on the actual start. And let's just go test what we have so far, make sure it also works. So, ooh, actually this won't work. What I want to do. Sorry, I'm late out at the gym. Don't worry about it. It's all good. So this is actually gonna be a panel instead. It's just gonna be the dialogue. I can do dialogue holder, dialogue UI. We'll throw this stuff on it, and I don't want the alpha. I want no alpha for now. I'll do that. It's all good, man. Don't worry. So now this will work. This needs to also change that from being the canvas to the panel. Panel. Oh, dialogue UI is housed on. Because we're gonna go make this invisible. Or just inactive, and then we're gonna go put the dialogue manager script on. It needs to behave from dialogue manager does behave from. Oh wait, I think I know what the issue is. What's the next item on the agenda for this game? So right now I kind of just want to take a break from the boss and grapple. And so right now I'm doing a simple dialogue system. This needs to inherit from model behavior. But yeah, after this, I guess really I should go and finish up the next boss, the mage boss battle, just to have it polished. Also, slowly decide if I'm going to use that command. I really want to redo the boss system again. I tried doing a command pattern. I feel like it's kind of clunky with the way I had to go do it. So maybe I could try doing a command pattern again, or maybe I just try to do like one concise, like easy to kind of branch off of file for like boss stuff. Like just got a boss manager file and just have like all the attacks inherit from something else, so that I can kind of just go and build off that. So every time I need a new boss attack, I just inherit from this, and then that boss manager script can easily use it and stuff like that. At least that's my idea. So that's probably what it is. I'm probably gonna go and do a rewrite of the boss stuff, and sounds like interfaces. Yeah, exactly. I want to make one, like basically a boss template. That's gonna be my goal. I want to make a boss template because the game is gonna be pretty boss heavy. I feel like it's gonna be like multiple, like there's gonna be these amount of platforms stuff like that as well, but it's gonna be pretty boss heavy. So I feel like making a good boss like template early on will be great. And I feel like I tried with the command line or the command prompt, the command pattern, and I think it just doesn't work the way I want it to. I'm so honored. Should be honored welcomed in this part of the knights of the squire. How he doesn't just choose anyone. He's very selective about who he chooses. So now we got the dialogue manager of this. That should work. Nope, wrong one. Not dialogue holder. Dialogue manager. Should add a dialogue holder. I'm the resident lord. Hear me out. Just Bruce force everything. See, I know that's what we do, but like, I want my actual project to feel clean. You know, I want to write code that I'm proud of, and also, you know, that it was a bitch doing that. You know it. Well, if I brute force every boss in the game, I feel like I would be going insane, and this game would never get finished. It would be that bad, I feel like. So this is the dialogue canvas. This is the actual... I don't actually hold on. I don't actually have the text in. I have the text area, but I actually need a Text Mesh Pro. Or the dialogue text. Yeah, you definitely refactor now that if you plan to try to quickly iterate on more bosses. Yes. Honestly, the problem is though, is I need to do it, and then I need to convert the skull boss, the mage boss, and the angel boss all to the new system. So yes, that's gonna be my next thing I work on after I get, because this should be done tonight. I don't think it's gonna take too much longer to get this in. So my next thing is we'll be rewriting the boss. So you're making a Dark Souls type game with lots of bosses. Maybe not, kinda. A lot of bosses, 2D, don't forget to save your work. It should all be saved. We should be good. Before I go do stuff, hold on a second. I'm gonna go make another commit on master to, you know, just kind of buff up my GitHub. It looks a little better, you know. This dialogue text needs to be black. Auto size it. May not auto size it. It's gonna. Let's make it centered. And we need to extend the width to be pretty much the size. Obviously, find out if you saved, close the program and see where it opens. Yes, you know, I should network with you. That sounds perfectly normal and fine. I just see no consequences to doing that. Ooh, that's way too big. I think about there is a good size. Let's make it just like 52 for now. I don't know if I'm probably gonna go end up changing the size. I don't think I want to do auto size. I don't think I want to do that. Cause like I may have a differing size. If I want to do like a little text scroll, that's gonna be a little hard with auto size. It's gonna look kind of bad. So let's set a max, I guess. But for now, it's one size. So that's set up now. So now we can go back to the dialogue holder, assign that text, and the character sprite thing would be here. But we don't have that. I don't have a sprite yet, so. Let's see, we'll call this variable hookup inside of our little commit. Happening at school tomorrow because of a storm. It's going to be so great. I personally just restart every day on the same task. Like you go back and look over it and see if you can like improve it at all. So yeah, apparently I got a text from my my nana talking about this would be really bad weather and stuff. So. I don't plan on going outside much tomorrow, so, you know, it's not really going to affect me. Unless my internet goes out. Or power, I suppose, but... That's the two downsides. Alright, so I think now, if we go and hit play, let's play Focus for now. I had a very funny school glitch. Want to hear about it? Sure. If we hit play now, that just should appear. It did not appear. What has not been assigned? Oh, that would be true. Hold on 1 second. I don't want to use. I guess I can use their default ink thing. Folder, ink, or it's called dialog files. No, actually, no, I won't use their thing. Like a new folder, dialog files. Open that up. Create. Do ink. This will be just call it test file. And we'll open it up. While it's opening up, let me go change this so you guys can go and see. I should be able to go see. Why isn't, I don't know why it's not appearing up. We were driving down to Florida, and on the way we stopped in a shopping area with 4 of us Taco Bell, Chipotle, KFC, and Hooters on a school field trip. Yeah, did you go to Hooters? That's the important question. Did you missed out if you didn't, not gonna lie. Yeah, why is it not showing up? What are you doing? That shows up. Why doesn't this show up? Ah, there we go. I had to go into the settings and find that. You're just something great pressed. I mean, they do, yeah. You know, the chicken's pretty good. Had the group, all the boys together, and be like, if we catch you going there, you are off the trip. So all the guys are walking together towards the Hooters as a unit, but we all diverted once we got close to the entrance. You should have committed. They could have kicked you all off the trip. There've been too many. Alright, so let's just do test text. And I'm looking at what's called text test. Testing the text. This is the final line for testing. Alright, and I just compiled the ink thing. Oh, wrong button. So now we have this. We can go to the dialog holder and assign the JSON for it. I may just slip past notes and make it to the Hooters. Yeah, it's the point, Upkey. You didn't full commit and go in the Hooters? It would have been an experience if you've never been before, so. It's always an experience your first time at Hooters. I was not supposed to, I've walked past it many times, just look inside. Alright, we also need a sprite. Let's see, what's a, we'll use this sprite, the boss hit sprite. That's a sprite we can go use. There's hoping you yet. Alright, so now if we hit play, this should work. Yep. Alright, that worked. Boom, boom, boom. Got the little image display, the text popped up. The dialogue is playing is checked over here on the right. It's, the code is working so far. So now I'm pretty sure I'm gonna copy some code from our last project I worked on, the use ink. Which I should really be using this other project. It was a lot nicer code. Also, I had an FBI card. I mean, my federal movie inspector card. Yeah, you could have went in there and whipped it out on him. You're like, you know, I'm from the FBI, the federal booby inspector, or the it likes to be, I guess it'd be Yeah, I guess that worked. Once this loads, My Visual Studio is taking its sweet time to load. I actually don't know where that stuff is, so we're going to this game. I mean, 1 second. I'm trying to find a code base that has a similar dialogue manager, so I go copy that for this game. Because I'm not moving up the tutorial again. I already did it once. I'm gonna do it again. Let's see. We're continuing the story. We need to go. I'm just gonna copy all this, and we'll deal with it as the errors arise. So that's all I can hear. I know where I'm going around for Haley's birthday next year. Yes, sir. Straight to Hooters. So let's have this continue method. We'll just go. We will be doing stuff like this eventually. Oh, but to get current text, you can keep that. No tags yet. We'll need that. How about that? We won't be any choices, and we don't have a method for that yet. So pretty much just need a string to keep track of. Bring flip with me too. Alright, I'm gonna complain about the trip to Hooters. So current text. This is the current text read from the ink file. Add the underscore in there so the ID picks it up. And then this is, I have dialogue underscore text. Is equal to that. Okay, so I guess this is where I would do a coroutine. But for this case, I'm just gonna go, so this equal to current text for now. And we should also set up, while we're here, actually first, let's see if this works. We'll see if this works. Did not work. You know what though? It would really probably help if I at least called the method once, you know? And then also, actually, I need to use some input. For now, I'm just going to use the old input system. I don't think this game's going to play well on console. With having to aim and jump and do some stuff, I don't think it's work as a console game, so... Input dot... get key down. Key code dot space. It usually helps to call the method. Yeah, that helps a little bit. If dialogue is playing, then we're going to continue. Just a little something real quick. Well, yeah, it does normally help to actually call the method if you want to do stuff. So now we got test text. Press space again. Text test. Testing the text. This is the file I'm testing. I press space again, doesn't do anything. Because now we need the, it's a space to, it's a continue story. Now we need a way to exit the dialogue once we're done with it. And we'll need to hook up more stuff this eventually, because getting the outline of it will be pretty good, so. Because actually, we'll need to eventually be able to start and stop the player movement, stuff like that, so. So we need to make an exit dialogue mode. Or I'll just call it exit dialogue. Or dialogue, yeah, exit dialogue for this. So I'll put it right here. Exit dialogue. Hope should work at Epic Games, his coding is top tier. I mean, if they would take me, I would work there. But I don't use their game engines. So I don't think they take me. So let's see, dialogue is playing is false. No more dialogue. And I guess really just gotta set like the current. I'll put in a good word for you, Flip. Thank you. If they ever need someone for doing those Unity, I got them. I guess really we should go do and set the canvas to be false. That's literally about all we need to go do. Once we know the dialogue, at least for now. There'll probably be some stuff later on. But I'm kind of making a base dialogue system that will work for what I need. Which is not a lot, thankfully. This is a pretty simple dialogue system. Alright, so text, testing the text, the file I'm testing, and now it's gone. They presently shouldn't do anything anymore, so that's done. So now we just need a way to basically switch between who's talking. Which we're gonna do that through tags. So what a tag is an ink is, I'll make this bigger. So basically, so for this I can be hashtag, I need to give it like basically the identifier, which is going to be speaker. And this will be player, all lowercase. Doesn't really matter, I'm going to cast it to lowercase. So. And then this one will be... Well, actually, no, I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do player. Well, no, never mind. Actually, it's the player's going to be in every dialogue. This is where Sir Shakespeare the Third comes out. Yes, exactly. Is the player going to be in every dialogue? Possibly, but it probably would just be easier to go do. This is going to be. Should I just do 1 and 2? 1 and 2 may be easier. 1. Alright, look at speaker 1 has to be speaker 2. Speaker 1. Speaker 2. Would be easy to do player and then that and this and this. No, I'm gonna do. It's gonna be easier if I do player, and then we'll just call this like other for now. I don't think it's there. Actually, there may be one point where there's more than 2 people speaking, but I can just write like other 2 or something like that, and that'll work. So now that this has tags. So now every time we go and continue, we're gonna need to handle those tags. So we're gonna need another method for this. Handle tags. And do we need to bring something in? I don't remember. Okay, yes, we do. I'm gonna copy this from this, and we need a list of all the current tags being passed in. We'll handle a tag at the time that gets continued. So it's also going to require us to change the dialog holder a little bit. So it's not just the speaker sprite. This is going to be the speaker. I guess. Shoot. It's probably keep a speaker sprite. We need another one pretty much. Which is going to be private sprite. I'm going to call this player speaking sprite. And we'll make another getter for this. Not position as UV. Public sprite. Player speaking sprite. Get all that. Come back into here. Basically, how I always handle tags is we use a for each loop for each string tag and current tags. Then I specifically did speaker colon something else because we need to go and split it. So we're gonna have not parser, just a string array. This is gonna be the split tags. Let's equal split. We're gonna split it with it needs to be a character. I think that should work. Well, I guess technically I don't need to do all of that. I don't need to do this whole new character stuff. I could just go and do that, and that should split it. And just if this tag, if it's ever less than 2 for whatever reason, there's an issue. So not less than 1. If they're less than 2, or I guess it's greater than. X greater than, or the tags dot length is less than 2. I guess. Okay, I guess X easy gonna be if it does not equal 2. Then we need to log a warning. Error with parsing tags from current ink story. So it should only be an identifier and tag, never more. It should never be more than just the identifier and the tag combined in one line. And then I'm just gonna go make some more strings real quick. So we're gonna have a string for the tag value, or so not the tag identifier. I think that's right. Which is gonna be the split tags at 0 and a string for the tag itself, the tag value. It's gonna be equal to split tags at 1. And now we come to, do we use switch or do we use if? And I think I'm gonna go use switch, but actually first I need to make a couple const here. So private const string. You have descriptions for the current tags between the param elements in your document system. It might be useful to put that comment in the description. Okay, so I could do like this. I guess I don't need this. It'll be identifier and a tag. I'll leave it there as well, just how there to be in multiple places, but between the, yeah, so this is kind of like, this just should work. Yeah, should only be an identifier and tag. Well, I mean, it's kind of like weird because you're kind of like, it's gonna be one string, but it should only be consistent. It should only have one colon. Yeah, it looks correct. When you hover over it, when you use it, it should pop up as well. Yeah, I see it. It doesn't pop up here. I'm not sharing my whole screen, but I'm going to change this to be should only contain one colon character per set in list. I think that's more clear what it should be for that. But yeah, so up here we're gonna get a const string. This is gonna be the speaker identifier. That's gonna be equal to speaker. We're also gonna need one for const string player identifier, or I guess player value. It's gonna be equal to player, and then one more for private const string other speaker value is equal to other. Alright, well, one thing I'm also gonna do as well is right here. Let's just go ahead and put this to lower, so that way we always know we're all using the lowercase version. Now it's time to use a good old switch statement. Tag identifier, which really honestly, for this is literally just gonna be it for case speaker identifier break. This is gonna be what, like default? Otherwise, we're just gonna go debug.log warning error invalid tag identifier found in current ink story. This way we know, hey, something went wrong with the identifier. It's not one that should be there. Because we should really have the speaker one to change speakers. I can't think of another one we're going to need, really. At least with the current plan for it, we don't need another one. And then now inside up here, we're going to do a switch statement inside of a switch statement. So, this time for the tag value. And this we have the player value, the break, and we have the was it other value? I believe other speaker value with the break as well. And then we'll do one more default. It's just gonna be pretty much copy this and just make it error. Oop, I need to copy it twice. Error invalid value for invalid value tag for speaker identifier, or yes, for speaker identifier. Error, yeah. Pretty much it's just a little bit of error handling. So this is the player value. Then I think it should be fine just to constantly refer to the character image and stuff. So if it's the player value, we're gonna do which one is it? The sprite location. I guess really it's copy this and bring it down here as well, because we do want to do a null check to yourself from a science and null value. This is gonna be equal to actually I don't have that as a one second, I'll make this private dialog holder. Copy that, get rid of that there. This is a start. Get the holder there. Equal to holder dot player speaking sprite. Otherwise, it's the other speaker. It's going to be holder dot speaker sprite. So now, if we go back into Unity, and we actually we need to make that off. It's character holder. We just need a player speaking sprite, which I'm going to use the coin for now as a placeholder. So let us see if this is going to work. I think it should work. Well, let's see though. Nope, we got an error immediately. Null reference on line 58. I know why. I know exactly why. No, it's probably good to have what you need initialized before you call the method. So that would probably fix the error. All right, so this should load in. Past text space, it changes the character. So well, easy bugs are the best, yes. All right, that's working. So let's see, swapping character. I have an issue with this, especially this game. If they're all speakers, how do people get the dialogue? You should really include sign language as well. You're right. That's the next thing I'm going to have to do. I have to translate all the sign language, but don't worry, it'll all be text based. I don't think there probably won't be any voice acting at all. There's not that it would be cool, but I don't know. it would be cool to have voice acting. Is all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna rule it out completely, but there's no plans for it in the future. So the game is good. Epic Community will do it for you, lol. That's a fair point. So I would really only need like a couple characters. There's only like three. There's three main characters who would be the ones talking the most, and then this the three main characters, and then like the angel boss would have some dialogue. But like the rest of them wouldn't really have any dialogue. I don't think. None of the bosses don't have much dialogue. They may have a little bit, I suppose, I can add, but not really a lot. So, or not every boss. We'll have to see. But yeah, it'd probably just be for the main characters, and the angel boss. That'd be the only four that I feel like would be must have if I was gonna do voice acting. Alright, that's working good. So now I think we could go in and prefab this. Make a new folder, dialogue. I think it should be good. So. Alrighty, I guess the question now is, do I want to start on the boss rewrite? I kind of do since I have it on my mind, so... Yeah, let's go ahead and start on it. Yes, you do. Yeah, I suppose we can start working on it a little bit. Let's see. I'm going to actually go and draw this out again, like I did for kind of this earlier. No, it's so easy if we just go do this. What are you going to rewrite? You said it earlier, but I missed that. It's going to be rewriting the boss systems. So basically, the games will be very boss heavy, right? So I want to make like a boss template that I could basically just, all I have to do is like make a couple new methods that kind of control the boss attack. Maybe pass like a couple of variables, like, you know, like how long I want it to last, how long between attacks, stuff like that. That's the general idea. It's gonna be like a boss template. Is what I'm working on right now. Boss temp. That's the goal. We have to make a template class that I can apply every boss. Basically, make a boss like snap, like that easy. That's the goal. Well, basically, like to make a new boss, it's very simple. Like, you know, make a couple classes with some interface stuff, and then just set it to this template, and the template will have the boss play out correctly. So to do this, I am going to need an interface. So we are going to need like I boss attack as an interface. But every boss attack is gonna that is okay. Every boss attack is gonna inherit from this. Boss. That's close enough. Let's see, what else? What is there any interfaces we need? I feel like it's really we need the boss attack one. That's gonna need to have. We're gonna need like an attack method. I feel like I wrote all this down before for the other when I was doing the command thing. We're gonna need an attack method. We're gonna need a I guess end attack. What would that be called? I guess really end attack. End attack. It's gonna need probably a cooldown, or I guess like, yeah, like a cooldown like in between attacks. So like, I want to swap between this attack to the next attack. There's gonna be like a 4-second cooldown in between, pretty much type stuff. So we'll call it like a cooldown. Let's see what else. What else? What else would we need? Well, that's kind of it. These two would be methods. So this would be like an attack method and attack method, and this would just be like a float. Also, sprite placements and behaviors. Follow player versus follow set path. That is true. I feel like most of that would be done in attack, though. Most of it would be inside the attack method. But yeah, sprite placement, that's gonna be something. I don't know how to factor that into this, if I'm being honest. Except by throwing it all into this one attack method, making this a behemoth of a method. Follow player versus follow set path. And I just really feel like that's all gonna be accomplished by this method. Like, this method is basically just gonna be a method that's gonna basically dictate how this attack's gonna work, where the sprites are gonna be, stuff like that. And like, this method may use, well, you can't really use other scripts though, can it? If I'm sending it to a boss manager, it's kind of gotta be a standalone method. Because I know with the angel boss, I have a script to get rid of the ground, I have a script to aim the angel, pretty much. So I have to, I can't just, I won't be able to have those scripts. Here, you can always subdivide the sections with comments. Yeah. That's what I might have to go do. Instead of having everything be its own script, it have to be subdivided with comments. Cause I'm trying to think, I don't think there's a way to well, actually, welcome to the stream, Procode. So I feel the angel dive attack would be an attack with the angel sprite being the projectile. Pretty much, yes. It would be the angel sprite being the projectile. Right now, I think I'm just taking it between points really fast. It's like I'm physically moving the whole game object. But still, just I'm trying to conceptualize. Because it would be nice to have it's like the aim script's gonna be running constantly. That's the thing about the aimer code, is that it runs constantly when the angel's in the dive attack formation. So it's just it's enabled or disabled. But I won't be able to just have that in the attack script. In the attack method, I mean. Unless I can have references to other script. Well, no, but even if I have references to the script there, it has to be on the boss template. Unless I wouldn't the aim script follow the same template as the chasing fireball? Kinda, except it doesn't move. So, we go look at the aim script. This is the player aim, not the angel aim, I don't think. Yeah, I need the aimer. It's similar, but it doesn't move the fireballs at all. The fireballs are just constantly moving. But yeah, the aimer pretty much just gets the target direction, get the angle, and then this is stuff for get the beam specifically the face towards the player. And then this is kind of specific to the angel attack. Yeah, but they both need to face toward the player direction. They just have a different path to follow after getting the location. That is true, yes. That is true. Hmm. Yeah, I guess if we could just make the aimer constantly get the aimer can just be its own script that's like on the same game object as the boss template, because the boss template is probably going to realistically be multiple scripts. So if we have the aimer be its own script, then the aimer just gets the rotation value. It doesn't set it. It doesn't set anything. It just goes and gets this angle value. Then we can have other scripts. You reference it, kinda. It's also like, let me think. So actually, each attack is kind of its own thing. Like if we go look at the prefabs folder. And no, it's not here actually. It's in the boss attacks. Like this homing thing, it has its own fireball script and its own homing script. I think the fireball script here was just like for damage or something like that. But no, the fireball script make it fall all the time. But if you want me to shut up, tell me. No, you're good. I appreciate all the feedback, so because it does get me thinking about. I gotta figure out a good way to do this. But it has its own homing script, and this homing script pretty much just like when it's chasing the player. Like this wouldn't need. Pretty much the attack method would just spawn in a fireball for this, and the fireball would then spawn in a fireball and like, what's the current topic of conversation? We are planning out the boss template script. So, trying to figure out how we're gonna do this. So, I know. I think what the best thing is gonna be is if the attack for like boss base class, boss attack interface like so far, yeah. Like we have the boss template is like the main. This is the main class here. Main class is the boss template. And we're gonna have the I boss attack, which is gonna have to implement an attack method, an end attack method, and have a cooldown for like how far like in between, I guess, like in between attacks are. So, but I think what's gonna be the best is this, if each attack is actually just on prefab. Doesn't this also need the hurt box in the boss stuff and its movements? The base class, yes. The main class will need a reference to. Well, basically, this will like hold like we need like the boss stats. The main class is gonna hold pretty much, but like the health, stuff like that is gonna be the boss stats. Attacks gonna be scriptable objects. Yeah, because I would still be able to. Can you have a scriptable object that inherits from an interface? I think you can. Can you? I'm trying to think. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know off the top of my head if you can have a scriptable object that inherits from an interface. I would assume so. So yeah, they tax this. These could be I don't see why not. Yeah, we'll just say these are gonna be scriptable objects. It's got a lot of space. I'm just gonna do this. Scriptable objects. This should really be like that. So yeah, so it's all gonna be scriptable objects pretty much. all of these. Every attack is going to be a scriptable object. That'll make making them easier. Although, I mean, each one kind of needs its own script, though. Like, you know, like they could be a scriptable object, but each script it's not gonna be like an object just holding a whole bunch of stuff. Like each attack's gonna be its own. Well, actually. They can have methods. Yeah, but I mean, if I want to, I can't like edit it as like its own script though. I don't believe so, at least. I'm just trying to, because I think what's gonna be the best is if like every attack is a prefab. Like, what do you mean? So like, if I have one attack, right? If I have like attack 1, and this is for like the skull boss. Well, let's make it like orange is for skull. And then I have attack 2. That's for like the mage boss. Like this one's for the mage boss. I can't like put the code in the attack function that just works for the skull boss without like it without also like overrunning this one, right? Like once I create these attack objects, I can't go edit the attack method to be like, yeah, this one's going to do exactly this, and this one's going to be do this, and this. If that makes sense. Like these are going to be two attacks doing completely different things. So I don't think I could use a scriptable object in that sense. I have to make a script. And have that script inherit from the, well... No, I see what you're saying. Yes, I would want a scriptable object, and then have that scriptable object just have a, well... Could I have the scriptable object just have a reference to an I attack, or have the scriptable objects be I attack, or no, I guess they're not scriptable objects. Yeah, could I have them reference a script inside of them? If each boss attack is scriptable object, then you're going to be referring to a specific one for which boss. Else I'm not understanding. Well, I think it'd be like each scriptable object would just have a reference to the boss attack. But can I just have a reference to the script? I guess it'd be easier just to go and try to play around this and test an actual code. So like, if we go and make some I was testing. This is like another one. We'll call this like test interface and test scriptable. Alright, so let's open them both up. Test, okay, so this is the test interface. This is gonna be just a interface. And we're gonna have this one, we'll have it be like, what, public, abstract, void, attack. Let's have it be like that, and then public, abstract, void, end attack. Alright, and then for the test scriptable, this is gotta inherit from scriptable object. Yeah, I guess that group brings it kind of up is what I was saying. Like, each one's got to have its own scriptable object. Like, I can't just have one scriptable object class. Like, each one's gonna be its own specific scriptable object type. Each attacks, but so for this, could I have a reference to also let's see, so for this test interface, test scriptable, hold on, also need to make one another called test script. Let's see have a test something. So test script, and I'll make one more called test manager, I suppose. Test manager. Test script, test manager opens with it as well. So we're going to do some testing. I think it's just one approach. The attacks are never changing, and I think it's perfectly valid to use them, though I am no expert. So I'm about to go test something. So we have the scriptable object here. I forgot. What do you got put? It's like some. Hold on a second. I think we have stuff here. That's scriptable object. I don't know what we made that scriptable controller. Oh, player controller. That's scriptable object. Okay, let me go copy this. Create menu, okay, yeah. File name, this is called test, scriptable, and we'll call this just like, you know, test, scriptable. Oh, let me do that. Like this should be fine. And then, so we don't need start and update, but could we have a, let's see, public test interface. Let's call this just test for now. I mean, this is all just test code. We're just seeing this works. Okay, right. So we have this, which is the reference to the interface itself. So then couldn't we just have this have a reference to a test scriptable? No, wait. This has to inherit from the test interface, right? And then we need just a attack and attack function, and we'll just make these like debug.log attacking. Why is there an error? Test interface.attack. It's not public. Oh, it's not public. Okay. There's a few scriptable objects together with the basis of every attack. Hit direction, taking damage, sprite placements, common movement patterns. Possibly. That may be really smart. I'm gonna try this. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I'm gonna try to see. Can I assign this script to the scriptable object and then have another method just call stuff from this script? Not too familiar with Unity. Yeah, I'm not. That's getting the really advanced stuff that even I'm not familiar with. So I was just stopping. Should be able to. Okay, so yeah, so instead of here, I just have a serialized field private. This will be the actual I need test interface testing, and then have this be on void. You create its instance of a scriptable object. Okay. Start. Or then we'll do testing dot attack. There's assign value to a property. Okay. Well, I'm about to try may not work then. This has different effects in editor versus build. So let's call this like the testing code. So in here, we're gonna need the testing manager. Why isn't this scriptable? Oh, is it because it's an interface I can't assign to it? build annotation will be serialized, but editor will be serialized. Can I not drop something into an interface class? Oh, that was kind of my whole thing, is I was gonna drop it in there. Oh no, never mind. I don't need the interface. What am I doing? It needs to be a test scriptable. One sec. That should fix it. I was in the wrong thing. Test scriptable cannot be found. Test this to be test. So then inside of here, it's to be testing. Attack entities could be in the scriptable object class itself. Let me try this first, and then we'll go more into that. This will be testing. So this is the test scriptable. So this should be .test .attack. All right. So if we go back into here, we have this stuff. So if I go into testing, same thing. Did I make this? Where did I make that testing thing at? Oh, that's up there. Oh, there's okay. There's one here testing. Oh, this is inside scripts. That's. Okay, I don't remember what follows in there for, but it's now there's a whole other stuff in here. So let's go create. I'm gonna create a test scriptable. What's the test scriptable? Ah, no, I can't do what I want to do. No, because I can't assign an inspector. So. I mean, although, couldn't I have an interface have a public can I have an interface make you do a constructor? Also, green's gone. Oh, it's at the open it all. I didn't move the file location, so. Oh. This is one file. Actually, wasn't a file. Yeah, can I have this make him do a? No, I need to do. I'm trying to make a constructor, but where do I want the constructor to be? Trying to assign it inside the test scriptable, I believe. Yeah, the test scriptable. Yeah, I don't think what I'm trying to do is possible. So we're gonna need a new idea. So the attack and attack methods could be in the scriptable object class itself. So put it inside of here instead of in an interface. Yeah, but that's also kind of the main thing I was talking about. I could put it in here, but then I can't change it for each attack. Like I could have this be like, I'll spawn in a fireball that chases the player. But then for another boss, I can't then have it do shoot laser beam at player. I can't have it do both of those. If it's inside of here, I can only do one of them. Yeah, that's basically what I was trying to say the entire time. I can't edit this attack method is the issue with the extractable object. And that's why, like, each boss is gonna have to have multiple other scripts that all inherit from this boss attack script. But that's why I think most of them need to be prefabs. I'm trying to think. So, like, if we go back into the actual code. Let me go look at see the prefabs, the boss attacks. Like this works because I spawn in the fireball, and then all the code to control the fireball, making an actual attack, is on the fireball itself. Like that's how they all work. So I feel like if every attack was just a prefab that got spawned, that could work as scriptable objects. You know? Like if the angel dash attack could just be like, you know, I put the angel sprite there. Yeah, it spawns it, does stuff. But I'm just trying to think of like how. Would that work? I'm trying to think how feasible is that? That's what I'm trying to think right now. How feasible is to have it be every attack be a prefab? I mean, the mage has some kind of complex attacks, like the stuff coming down and the rollers, but it could all be a prefab still, though. I just spawn a prefab, that prefab just has these scripts on it, it goes and does them. I'm just trying to think, would there be... So can you add to it? Instead of a fireball and laser, you have a script to spawn a hitbox given size and location, a large rectangle for a laser, and a circle for a fireball, then edit sprites on top of this. I think I could do that, but I think this prefab way is the way to go. Like, if every attack is, if I just make a game object that holds, like, even for like just like shooting a laser beam, if that attack is like a prefab that spawns at like a certain point on the sprite, then I feel like that should work fine. Well, I guess, I mean, Yeah, I guess it comes down to what kind of attacks do I want to have. That's kind of the problem. I think what needs to happen first. I need to come up with a whole bunch of bosses I want before I can go tackle this. Because like there's kind of like a whole bunch of like you know, this will work, but if I have an attack like this, that might not work type stuff. So I'll probably need the brains that works too, but you have to make a prefab for every laser then, right? I mean, no, the laser would only appear once. Like that's kind of like with the homing fireball. Like, I would spawn it in, and then so for the angel dash like that, every dash would have an angel sprite. Cause you can't hurt the angel around this. That's gonna be easier. But we're gonna have the angel sprite. It has an indicator, which already spawned in the indicator on its own. The indicator is going to be spawned in, and an indicator has the aimer on it. So the indicator is always aiming where it's supposed to go. If I just make the angel sprite a child of that, then it'll always aim where it goes as well. So I don't think I would. I think I could do it once, and then just have scripts on. So have scripts on the turn after I spawn in type stuff. But still, I don't know. I don't know if that would work for every boss attack though. It would work for like, I think I could do it for pretty much every attack I have so far. But there might be some where it wouldn't work. So that's why I'm thinking this might need to be put off until I come up with like a list of bosses I want. Like, if I need to actually plan out the game before implementing, I guess. So come up with bosses, come up with attacks. That way, I kind of have an idea of like what needs to be possible. You know, that's the hard part. Yeah, that is. But it's gonna save me so much time. Because if I just go code what I think is gonna work now, later down the line it may just not work with one boss, and then it's like, well, do I refactor it again, or do I just make this boss just be entirely different on its part, you know? I don't know. Honestly, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I don't know if it's even worth it. Honestly, it might be best just to kind of like make each boss on its own type stuff, you know. I don't think a template's gonna work. I think I'm putting up with that. No more template. I don't think it's gonna work. It's gonna be simpler and easier if I just make each boss like as I come up with them, you know. Like no like command pattern stuff. Just like I'm doing the angel boss. Just make a couple scripts that control the attacks, and that's it. That's gonna be easy. So yeah, I think I'm trying to overcomplicate it because I'm trying to do something cool. I'm trying to make my own boss template type stuff. I want to do cool stuff like that, but at the end of the day, that's gonna be like so much harder, and I don't entirely think it's gonna be worth it in the end. So. Maybe more manual work, but at least makes it easier to progress in the now. Yeah, like I said, it would be cool, and I might learn a lot trying to do it. That's the other because I kind of want to like learn, but I don't know if it'd be worth it at the end. Because like I said, because there may be if I do it now, there may be bosses in which it just won't work. So. Yeah, so I think the boss template is struck. No more boss template. Contact wouldn't work though. Like ones that are more sprite heavy. Like if I make a boss, I'm kind of thinking about a boss. It's kind of it's like a big giant boss. Kind of like the and its tactics kind of like like the Mario games, like the giant hands, like Super Mario 64 with the giant hands. Ones like that where it's like a lot of just like moving a sprite around. That wouldn't really work because I couldn't really spawn a prefab on top of it, you know? I feel like it really comes down to sprite work. Like, I feel like it may be hard to kind of like, if I'm spawning in prefabs, you know, if like the sprites all change stuff like that, I may have to like kind of spawn in a prefab on top of like where the boss's sprites already are type stuff. I don't know. It might work. Everything might work, but I'm just not sure if everything would work as a prefab. I'm really trying to. That's what I don't know. I might just start coming up. The next game dev stream might just be brainstorming boss ideas. That might be it. Because if I can get a better idea of that stuff, it may be possible. Also, at the same time, I should probably just do what's easy. Hands will work the same as a fireball. That's not a set path, right? Yeah, that'd be kind of the idea. I don't know. I just feel like there could be a lot of issues like getting the sprites to look good and stuff like that. Like getting stuff to match up, stuff like that. If I did prefabbing route. And then also like that's a lot more work to do the prefab route as well. So where like each thing spawns in its own prefab, and that prefab controls literally everything about that attack. I'd probably be like kind of doubling up on a lot of the same stuff sometimes. So yeah, each sprite would have to puzzle with the spawning elements. Yeah, exactly. That's why I think the issue would be sprites more than anything else. It would probably be doable if I didn't learn about sprites. So. Yeah, and because some attacks could probably just be animations. Like I can make there could definitely be attacks later on. It's kind of like just like the boss like shoots like a laser beam across the beam. You just gotta dash through it. That could just be animation. Boss storm does sound like a good plan though. Yeah, that's what I'll probably do my next stream, is just come with different bosses. Yeah, boss brainstorm. Yeah, I kind of have. Well, I have two pretty much done. They both need polish, and the mage one still needs like finishing. It's not finished, but it's like it's in a pretty playable state for the most part, but it's not finished. And then the like this the skull head that just needs like polish and like slight tweaks, stuff like that. And then I feel like I think that one's gonna be ready. Its third phase kind of got like made a little worse by the improved movement, so maybe tweak that a little bit. And the angel boss, I still have a lot I want to do with that. But that's kind of on the back burner. That's like the final boss. So. But yeah, that's really it for the next stream. I'm getting quite hungry. Our gameplay is the first step. You can make a dope looking boss if the mechanics don't work well. Exactly, yeah. Like, I really need an idea for how the bosses are gonna work. I kind of want each boss to be. You can always flavor mechanics. Yes. And that's like so. I want each boss, except for the angel boss, maybe the exception because it's like the final boss, and I want to do like a whole like two-phase kind of Undertale style final boss in a way. So the angel boss is gonna be special. But also the final boss, so it should be special. But I want like every other boss, I want to be centered around like a certain theme. Like I said, the skull was based around fire, partially because we had fire sprites. You know, that's all we had for attacks. So like, no, it's gonna be a fire boss. But like, and then the mage is all based around bounciness. And I think that's kind of cool and unique. It's not like, you know, because like it includes kind of multiple aspects. You got bouncing balls. It makes the player bouncy, and the third phase is kind of like the balls are bouncing back and forth below you. So it's kind of like a floor is lava as well. But it does that by using the bounciness mechanic of the balls. So. Without them technically being, they just move back and forth between points of being real, but. They give off the impression of them being like bouncing back and forth between the walls type stuff. So there's a ton you can do. Yeah, that pretty much becomes like, I mean, I probably have some sort of ice boss. It's like I want to do kind of like more wacky concepts, like bounciness for a boss. I feel like it's a kind of a wacky concept. Like most bosses, like, you know, serious type stuff, like, you know, like fire, ice, dangerous stuff. Bounciness isn't really dangerous per se, but it's kind of like it's like a wacky little one. So doing more concepts like that as well. So besides just like, oh, just like elemental, like, oh, it could be earth based, like, yeah, or it could be something like actually I can't think of any other concepts at the moment. So there's like bounciness, there's stretchiness. Gravity, stuff like that. Gravity would be pretty cool. I'll probably do a gravity themed boss. I probably want to do like a gravity, electric, and ice. I think those are probably the next three I try to brainstorm. Because I have an idea for an ice attack or electric attack. It's also kind of the same as the angel dash attack, if we're being honest. Gravity with no limit where you walk. Duplication of multiple player characters in screen. Perspective shifts, having to jump between four. Yeah, stuff like that, yeah. That's something we kind of hard to code, but I mean, well, actually, jumping back and forth between backgrounds may not be too hard to code. Making it to where the player pretty much like floating, that's easy. I can make the player just float easily. Duplicating, yeah, stuff like that. That's kind of stuff I want to do more unique stuff than just like, oh, this is an ice guy. He shoots like ice projectiles. I do stuff like that, you know. I want to try to make each boss feel unique, which is how it's supposed to be done. You know, that's the good way to go do it in game dev. Each boss has its own tech. Oh, it feels unique because like no mechanic is really duplicated twice, and so far they have. I only have like 2 bosses, technically 3, but I mean, I don't really want to do another homing. I could do a homing projectile, but that'd be something a little more to it. Like I do want to have like a melee boss as well, one that's like based around just like kind of walking towards the player, one that's walking around towards the player, like actually swinging on stuff like that. So. There's a lot. There's a lot we need I can brainstorm. That's definitely going to be my next next stream, next game dev stream, which will be next Monday. Take 4 instances of a boss arena on screen. You have to do damage by sniping the ice instance with an attack from the fire instance, almost like bridging across screens. And that would be pretty cool. It's like that'd be just like a general elemental one then, where it's like, I guess you have to like transition between the 4, or maybe the player would just be in all 4. And you'd like match up, like, you know, like based on the element to kind of shoot the elemental counter at it. That would be really interesting though. So that's why I'm gonna stream most of it. I don't know if I'll stream all of it. I may come up with some just on my own, but at least I will try to stream to get some other people's ideas about that for cool attacks. It also comes down to like what's doable as well, though, because some is definitely gonna be a little very complicated to go do, and especially because I'm doing kind of by myself at the moment. So, but yeah, that's for another time. Because I'm actually getting very hungry, and we managed to do what we set out today. So, you know, platforms and obstacles be different, so you have to look at ones to avoid and know where to jump. Yeah, exactly, stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, my God. Yeah. So I'm gonna end the stream here for tonight. So. Thank you guys for watching. We had a pretty productive stream today, so and I'll be live again on Wednesday, but I won't be doing game dev again until next week, most likely. So there's a possibility I may switch some stuff around, but yeah. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys in another stream. See ya.